The Bible is a tapestry of stories. Among them, the story of Ruth shines brightly. Ruth's journey takes us back to ancient Bethlehem. We meet her in a time of famine and hardship. Yet, even in adversity, Ruth's spirit soars. Her story is a beacon of hope. It reminds us that even in the darkest of times, love can bloom. Ruth's story is remarkable for its beauty and its place in history. This young woman from Moab becomes a key figure in the lineage of Jesus Christ. Through her loyalty and love, Ruth's life becomes a testament to God's plan. The book of Ruth is short but powerful. It serves as a bridge between the time of the judges and the lineage of King David. Ruth's story is not just a historical account, it's a love story of loyalty, sacrifice, and redemption. Let's journey back in time and discover the enduring power of Ruth's love. Ruth's story begins in Moab, a land across the Jordan River from Bethlehem. It was in this unfamiliar place that Ruth's life would take an unexpected turn. She would face challenges and embrace a love that would change her destiny. Ruth's life became intertwined with Elimelech, a man from Bethlehem, and his family because of a famine in their land. Driven by desperation, Elimelech sought refuge in Moab, taking his wife Naomi and their 2 sons. It was during this time that Ruth's path crossed with theirs, setting the stage for a story of extraordinary devotion and love. Little did they know that Moab, a place of refuge, would also become a place of profound sorrow and unexpected blessings. Time marched on, and the sons of Elimelech, Mahlon and Chilion grew to manhood in Moab. They married Moabite women. Mahlon married Ruth, and Chilion married Orpah. Tragedy struck Elimelech's family. Elimelech died, leaving Naomi a widow in a foreign land. Fate, it seemed, was not finished with Naomi. Tragedy struck again, claiming the lives of her 2 sons, Mahlon and Chilion. Naomi was left utterly alone, stripped of her husband and her sons, her hopes of a future seemingly shattered. It was in this time of profound grief that the true character of her daughters-in-law, Ruth and Orpah, would be revealed. In the face of unimaginable loss, a remarkable bond of love emerged between Naomi, Ruth, and Orpah. News reached Naomi that the famine in Bethlehem had ended. Determined to return to her homeland, she prepared to leave Moab behind. Naomi, with a heavy heart, released her daughters-in-law from any obligation to her. She urged them to return to their own families to seek new beginnings. Naomi's words were not a rejection but an act of selfless love. The thought of leaving the comfort and security of their families filled both Ruth and Orpah with trepidation. Tears flowed freely as Naomi embraced her daughters-in-law. Naomi turned and continued on her path towards Bethlehem, her steps heavy with grief and uncertainty. Orpah, her heart heavy with sorrow, eventually turned back. She retraced her steps, leaving Naomi and Ruth to continue their journey towards Bethlehem. Orpah's departure weighed heavily on Naomi's heart. She turned to Ruth, her heart aching with a mixture of love and resignation. Naomi urged Ruth to return after her sister-in-law. These words, however, did not resonate with Ruth. Her heart belonged with Naomi, her fate intertwined with that of her mother-in-law. Ruth, her voice filled with unwavering conviction, responded to Naomi's plea with words that have echoed through centuries. "Do not urge me to leave you or to return from following you," she declared. "For where you go, I will go, and where you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God my God." These were not mere words. They were a solemn vow, a testament to the depth of her commitment to Naomi. Ruth's words are a beacon of hope, reminding us that even in the face of adversity, unwavering devotion has the power to uplift and inspire. Ruth's declaration, "Your God, my God," signified a profound shift in her spiritual life. She abandoned the familiar gods of her homeland and embraced the God of Israel. Ruth's conversion was not driven by fear or obligation, but by love. She saw in Naomi's faith a source of strength and resilience. By choosing Naomi's God, she was choosing to embrace hope, even in the face of uncertainty. "Where you die, I will die, and there will I be buried," Ruth continued. These poignant words sealed her promise to Naomi. Ruth's words were a testament to the power of love to transcend the boundaries of life and death. Their journey to Bethlehem was long and arduous. They walked side by side, their shared silence speaking volumes. Each step forward was an act of faith, a testament to the strength they drew from each other. Their journey, once defined by loss and grief, now held the promise of a new beginning. The journey to Bethlehem was long and arduous. The two women, weary from their travels, finally arrived at the city's gate. News of their arrival spread quickly. People who had known Naomi in better times were astonished to see her. "Is this Naomi?" they asked, their voices filled with a mixture of pity and disbelief. Naomi's return, once a cause for celebration, was now a reminder of the losses she had endured. Naomi, overcome with emotion, responded to their greetings with a mixture of bitterness and resignation. "Do not call me Naomi," she pleaded, her voice heavy with grief. "Call me Mara, for the Almighty has dealt very bitterly with me." The barley harvest was in full swing when Ruth and Naomi arrived in Bethlehem. The fields, bursting with golden grain, were a testament to the land's fertility. Yet, amidst this bounty, she and Naomi faced an uncertain future. Ruth, ever resourceful and determined to provide for herself and Naomi, embraced the role of a gleaner. With humility and quiet strength, she joined the other women and children who followed the harvesters. Ruth persevered, driven by love for Naomi and a quiet determination to make the best of their situation. Ruth's diligence did not go unnoticed. Her work ethic, humility, and unwavering devotion to Naomi set her apart. As the days turned into weeks, Ruth's reputation for hard work and kindness spread. Those who witnessed Ruth's unwavering devotion to Naomi were touched by her spirit. Unbeknownst to Ruth, her life was about to take an unexpected turn. Fate had a plan for this young Moabite woman, a plan that would intertwine her destiny with that of a wealthy landowner named Boaz. The field where Ruth gleaned belonged to Boaz, a relative of Elimelech, Naomi's late husband. Boaz, a man of wealth and standing, was known for his fairness and generosity. One day, as Boaz inspected his fields, his eyes fell upon Ruth. He was struck by her diligence and quiet grace. Inquiring about her, he learned of her loyalty to Naomi. Boaz, moved by Ruth's story, extended special kindness to her. He instructed his workers to leave extra grain for her. Naomi, hearing of Boaz's kindness, recognized in him a potential kinsman redeemer. According to custom, a close relative cared for a deceased family member's widow and property. Could Boaz be the answer to their prayers? Life took on a new rhythm for Ruth under Boaz's watchful eye. He was a man of honor and integrity, deeply respectful of her position as a vulnerable widow. He ensured her safety and well-being, instructing his workers to treat her with kindness and consideration. Ruth, for her part, continued to glean in Boaz's fields with the same diligence and humility that had first caught his attention. She never took his kindness for granted, always expressing her gratitude with a grateful heart and a ready smile. Word of Boaz's favor toward Ruth reached Naomi. She saw in his actions the hand of God, a glimmer of hope for their future. Naomi, weathered but wise, knew the customs of her people. She recognized in Boaz a potential kinsman redeemer, a man who could restore their family line and provide security for Ruth. Naomi shared her hopes with Ruth, carefully explaining the ancient custom of the kinsman redeemer. This custom, rooted in God's law, provided for a male relative to marry a deceased man's widow, ensuring the continuation of his lineage and providing for the widow's well-being. Could Boaz be the one to fulfill this role for Ruth? Naomi, ever resourceful and guided by her faith, devised a plan. She instructed Ruth to present herself to Boaz in a way that would subtly remind him of his duty and his potential interest in her as a wife. Ruth, trusting Naomi's wisdom and her own intuition, agreed to follow her guidance. The threshing floor, a place where grain was separated from the chaff, became the setting for this pivotal encounter. Under the cover of night, Ruth, following Naomi's instructions, went to the threshing floor and lay down at Boaz's feet as he slept. This act, while seemingly unconventional to modern readers, was a culturally significant gesture in their time. It was a way for Ruth to discreetly appeal to Boaz as her kinsman redeemer, placing herself under his protection and seeking his favor. Boaz, startled awake in the middle of the night, discovered Ruth at his feet. He was a man of honor and integrity, and his response to her presence revealed his true character. He did not take advantage of her vulnerability, but instead treated her with the utmost respect and compassion. Section 3. The Field of Barley. Boaz, touched by Ruth's humble action, recognized her presence at the threshing floor. He admired her courage and devotion to Naomi. "Blessed be you of the Lord, my daughter," Boaz gently spoke to Ruth. "You have shown more kindness at the end than at the beginning." His words acknowledged her selfless love for Naomi. Boaz, however, was bound by law and custom. He revealed there was another kinsman redeemer with the first right. Boaz vowed to handle the situation with fairness. "Remain this night, my daughter," Boaz instructed Ruth. "And in the morning, if he will redeem you, good. But if not, I will redeem you." His words filled Ruth with hope and peace. Section 4. A Promise Fulfilled. The next morning, Boaz wasted no time in addressing the matter. He gathered the elders of the town and summoned the other kinsman redeemer to the city gate, a public space where legal matters were often settled. Boaz, in the presence of witnesses, presented the situation to the other kinsman redeemer, offering him the opportunity to fulfill his duty by purchasing Naomi's land and marrying Ruth. The man, however, declined, unwilling to jeopardize his own inheritance. With the other kinsman redeemer's refusal, the path was clear for Boaz to fulfill the role of kinsman redeemer. He publicly declared his intention to marry Ruth, purchasing Naomi's land and taking Ruth as his wife. This act of redemption was met with joy and approval by the elders and the townspeople gathered at the gate. Boaz, true to his word and guided by his heart, married Ruth in a beautiful ceremony that celebrated not just their love for each other, but also the restoration of Naomi's family line. Their union, born out of compassion, loyalty, and faith, became a testament to God's providence and his faithfulness to those who trust in him. Section 1. A Love That Echoes Through Time. Ruth's story, a timeless testament to loyalty and love, continues to resonate with readers centuries after it was first penned. Her journey, from the foreign lands of Moab to the familiar fields of Bethlehem, speaks to the enduring power of faith and devotion to transcend cultural boundaries and overcome life's inevitable challenges. Ruth's unwavering commitment to Naomi, her mother-in-law, is a shining example of love that knows no bounds. She willingly left behind everything familiar, embracing a new land, a new people, and a new God, all for the sake of love and loyalty. Her famous words, "Where you go, I will go," echo through the ages, a timeless declaration of unwavering devotion. The love story of Ruth and Boaz is a beautiful reminder that God often works in unexpected ways. Their paths, seemingly destined to never cross, intertwined through a series of events orchestrated by a loving God who sees the hearts of his children and honors their faithfulness. Ruth's story is not just a romantic tale, it's a testament to the power of God's redemptive love. Through her marriage to Boaz, not only was Naomi's family line restored, but Ruth also became a direct ancestor of King David and ultimately of Jesus Christ, the Savior of the world. Section 2. Ruth's Legacy of Faith. Ruth's legacy extends far beyond the pages of Scripture. Her story continues to inspire countless individuals to embrace faith, loyalty, and selfless love as guiding principles in their own lives. In a world often characterized by fleeting relationships and self-serving pursuits, Ruth's unwavering commitment to Naomi stands as a beacon of hope, reminding us of the transformative power of genuine love and sacrifice. Her story challenges us to examine our own hearts, to consider the depth of our commitments to those we love. Ruth's journey of faith, from embracing the God of Israel to placing her trust in his provision, speaks to the transformative power of belief. Her story encourages us to step out in faith even when the path ahead seems uncertain, knowing that God is faithful to those who seek him. As we reflect on the enduring message of Ruth's story, let us be inspired to live lives marked by unwavering loyalty, selfless love, and a deep-rooted faith that guides our steps and shapes our destinies. May we, like Ruth, find favor in the eyes of God and man as we strive to live lives worthy of the legacy she has left behind.
Thanks for watching, friends. God richly bless you, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and hit the bell for more content from Uncle Paul's. Bible stories for all made simple. Have a blessed day.